What is good, my people? Welcome back to another video. And as you can see the title, this is me surrendering, giving my life, to Jesus, God. And I want to talk to you guys about where I used to be, as far as religious. Like I wouldn't say I'm religious. Like I'm not Catholic, I'm not Christian, but I do come from a Christian and Catholic family. Like my dad's side, most of his family members are Christian. My mom's side, they're all Catholic. But anyways, like ever since I was a kid, I was always, forced to go to church. I was always on, Sundays. I was always there. My parents would drag me to church. It was like I couldn't miss church. Like it was a must. It was literally like going to school. Like I was there every single fucking. I didn't mean to cuss, but I was there every single Sunday, and yeah, I mean, I was just there. Like I wasn't there like thinking, about whatever the guy was saying about Jesus, God. Like I wasn't paying attention at all. Every time I would go to church, I would literally just go there to eat. Like my dad would always take me to Wendy's, McDonald's, or get a bag of chips. Like that would be what I would be looking forward to when I went to church. And over the time, I realized that I was just going to church. Like I was just forced. Like I wasn't. My parents didn't. They didn't really tell me anything about God. I mean, they did. Like I knew there was a God. I knew we were believing. Like there was a belief that we believe in God, Jesus, but I was never like taught like deeply about God, like the purpose of God, like what happened. I mean, yes, like the stories, the movies of him getting sacrificed, dying for our sins, Adam and Eve. Like I knew about the basic stories, but I didn't really know the deep meaning behind them. I didn't know the meaning of the Bible. Like I didn't read the Bible. I was like now it's been a month since I've been reading the Bible consistently. Like I would say I've been reading the Bible for 30 days straight now, and it's just the Bible just tells you everything about life. Like it's literally everything written on the Bible. It's like how you live, literally, like how to follow the Spirit, how to deny the flesh, like how to stop eating like junk food, porn, women, lust, uh, everything for the for the flesh, like doing everything for your feelings, the way you feel, kind of like basically motivation instead of discipline. And yeah, I remember my mom, like she would make me pray every single day before we went to bed. And I think that's like another thing that my mom taught me. Like I think a lot of that came from like discipline. Like she taught me discipline, and yeah, like we would pray every single night. Like we would not go to sleep before praying. We would pray. We would go to church every Sunday. And like I said, every time I went to church, like my whole family's big religious Catholics, but like pretty much they were all hypocrites. Like none of them. Everybody would talk, crap about people after church. Eat like crap. Like pretty much do what the Bible tells you not to pretty much do. And I realized that recently, like everybody, including myself, and there's moments that we just crave the flesh. Like we crave junk food. We crave women. We just crave our feelings. Like we're operating based on our feelings instead of the spirit. And like before that, like I was in like it was more for me. It was more about self development. Like self development is what got me more into the Bible, and the Bible is literally self development. And like I was doing it, for to better myself, to become more confident, to make more money, to be the best version of myself. And literally, the Bible teaches you the same exact same thing. but in a more ancient, like a actual realistic, purposeful way, instead of just doing it, for yourself. Like, gives you more of an ambition of your goal of serving God, and pretty much putting your ego to the side and just following his leads, instead of you trying to tough it out and act like this smart human being that knows it all, but in reality we just dirt. We're literally like the lowest of all to God. Like, we're not even angels. We're not even anything. We're just dirt. We're just, souls. And that gave me more, like, that humbled the hell out of me. Like, that will humble anybody. That's, I mean, pretty much every human being is dirt. Like, you're not an angel. You're not special. You'll die. And yeah, and it just gave me a better understanding of, why am I, like, my purpose in life. Like, I always felt empty. I've always had, like, ambition, like ambition for a goal, and I'll achieve it. I'll get, the dopamine, the gratitude, the good effect, but then, it'll be I'll be empty again. Like, there'll be something missing. Like, I'm not satisfied. And then yeah, like, the Bible just made me realize that just take God's lead and put your ego to the side and stop acting tough, and then stop, doing it on your own and thinking you're gonna make it, because you're not gonna make it without God. Without surrendering yourself and without following His lead, you would always suffer. Like, there's no. It's like playing a video game on extremely hard if you do it on your own. And it's like, what I'm saying? Like, put your ego to the side, follow the word, read the Bible, and just follow everything it's telling you, which is pretty much self-development. It's the same thing. Follow the spirit, not the flesh, not your feelings, not junk food, not trashing yourself, drinking, worshiping like items, TVs, celebrities, all that crap that pretty much the Matrix, tries to make you dumber. And then the other thing is, like, nowadays, like, we're given phones, we're given like this dopamine back to back, that our brains are just literally, it makes us like more dumber, like less easier to read the Bible, because our brains are just so adapted to quick dopamine, like easy. And like, most people can't even read the Bible, including myself. Like, I had to read the easy version because my brain is just so, so fogged up from like all this dopamine that we get from our phones, and like, in the world, literally. Like, and that's made for you to literally not be able to read the Bible, to make you weaker. And because the Bible is literally how to live life, the whole roadmap book, like how to be successful, how, to serve God and take His lead in everything you do there. Like, He will bless you, and you just gotta have faith and ambition and abundance. And yeah, back to my story. Like I said, I came from a religious Catholic family. I had to confess, which is something later on that I disagree with. Like, why do I have to tell another human being my sins, instead of me just telling God my sins? And then Catholics will like praise Mary so much, more than even God. Like, Mary was literally like a god. Like, every Catholic, every like house you go to that people are Catholic, there's Mary everywhere. Like, Mary on their house, their car. They literally just put Mary as literally God. And then Christians, they will literally just worship, like just cry and sing the whole time, instead of like, reading the word. But anyways, like, I don't consider myself either one of them, just because I see like another politician. It's like man made. Like, you cannot find nowhere in the Bible about Christianity or Catholics. Like, it's literally man made, and it's just another matrix to just keep you weaker and just separate you, and like, hate on each other because he's Catholic, he's Christian. It's just another tool that the system uses to make us, divided and weaker, and like another TV show, literally. It's just another Like the churches, like they're all, most of them are corrupt for money. They're all crooks. You know, it's just how it is. It's like the devil literally runs the world. Like everywhere you see in God we trust is literally saying, you know, they trust the devil. Like the God of earth is literally the devil. Like and and yeah, like I said, ever since I surrendered God, I put my ego to the side. I stopped trying to act tough. It literally just, I don't know, I feel more happy, more, and I also have more of a purpose, more an ambition, more of a goal instead of just like, you know, doing it for my own, just for myself, for my, you know, for my flesh, instead of doing it for the spirit and serving God and, you know, just following his lead. And yeah, I mean, that's why I'm making this video, this testimonial. And, and yeah, like I said, like I come from a very religious family, but I was never taught anything about God. Like I was just there. Like I remember going to church every single time I went to church. My brain would just be like thinking about anime shows. Like I would just be like creating like TV shows in my head. Like literally not paying attention. Like I would literally do I would do that every time I went to church. Like I kid you not. I did that every single time, and I was just looking forward to, you know, eating right after, like whatever we're gonna eat out, you know, after church. And that was like my, you know, my drive to go to church. And then obviously my mom would always make me, you know, read the Bible. I mean, not to read the Bible, but like we'll do prayers in Spanish every single time before bed. And like I said, I think that also taught me pretty much discipline. Like we never missed on praying. And like yeah, my parents didn't even teach me the word or anything. I mean, they told me about it, but I feel like you still got to figure it out. Like you got to figure it out on your own. Like you got to find it out yourself. But obviously having the right guidance, the people around you, like the easier it is to get there. But at the end of the day, you got to figure it out yourself. You got to speak to God yourself, and you got to learn it. And yeah, like I see praying the same way as everything else. It's like another muscle that you got to build up. Like I didn't know how to pray to God. Like I knew the prayers in Spanish, but I just didn't know how to, like, you know, just say thoughts to God, speak to him. And it's literally just repetition. You do it over and over and over, and the easier it gets, the more, you know, it comes out easier naturally. And yeah, I mean, that's what I learned. And like I said, I'm gonna keep, you know, following God's lead and surrendering, and just have faith and just believe in him. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, see you guys next time. Let's go.